Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome. So today we're going to be solving a system of equations question. And we're given the question 7a plus 3b equals negative 34 and 5a minus 3b equals negative 50. Find the values of a and find the values of b. So find the values of a and b. So the first equation, right? And then the second equation. There are three ways to solve this. You can solve it by the substitution method. We can solve it by the elimination slash combination method. So elimination method or combination method, you can call it any of the two, depending on how you learned it. And the third one is just graphing it, like using the graphical method. But I'm going to be using the elimination slash combination method in this question. I'm not going to use the substitution method because the substitution method is best used whenever the coefficient of any of the variable is 1. So in the first equation, we have 7a plus 3b. The coefficient of a in the first equation is 7. The coefficient of b is positive 3. The same thing at the bottom. We have 5a minus 3b. The coefficient of a is 5. The coefficient of b is negative 3. You can see that it's not going to work out with substitution. It's just going to make our question more complicated. So hence, I am going to be solving it using the elimination slash combination method. So you have 7a plus 3b equals negative 34. And you have 5a minus 3b equals negative 50. Well, when we look at this question, we can see we got 7a plus 3b equals negative 34, and this one at the bottom. If you look at our questions or both equations, you see that we have a positive 3 and a negative 3. So we can just put a positive sign so we can eliminate the variable b. So 7 plus 5 is basically 12. We have the variable a, so that's 12a minus plus 3b plus minus 3b. So 3b minus 3b is basically 0, so we can ignore that. And then we have negative 34, negative 50. So that's going to be equal to negative 84. So we've got 12a equals negative 84. So a has to be equals to negative 84 divided by 12. So we can basically cancel. So you've got 12 here 1, 12 here 7. So the best way for you to do this is just remember your 12 times, right? 12 times 1, 12, 12 times 2, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 72 plus another 12, that's 84. So basically 12 times 7 is 84. But we have a negative sign here. So we have a equals to negative 7. And this is not an impossible question. This is a question where you have to get used to doing the tables like 1 to 20 times. So you need to be able to know that 14 times 9 is whatever 14 times 9 is. You need to be able to know 13 times 12 is this. So you need to be able to basically work with that. So that's how I was able to know that 84 divided by 12 is 7. And in this case, negative 84 divided by 12 is negative 7. So that's that. And then that's our value for a. Now we have to go on to solve for the value of b because we do not know what b is, right? So we can just pick any of the two variables. Not any of the two variables, any of the two equation. I'm going to pick the first equation, 7a plus 3b equals to negative 34, because honestly is the one that seems easier to me. You can pick the second equation, but I picked the first because I like the positive sign there. So you've got 7a plus 3b. So that would be 7 times negative 7 plus 3b equals negative 34, and our goal is to find the value of b. So 7 times negative 7, that's negative 49, plus 3b equals negative 34. 3b equals negative 34 plus 49. So 3b equals 49 minus 34. That is 15. So b equals 15 divided by 3. So 3 here, 1, 3 and 15 is 5. So b equals 5. So our answer is A equals negative 7 and B equals 5. Now, this is basically the answer. We can go on to see if the work is actually correct. So let's just put it back in one equation. So we have 7A plus 3B equals to negative 34. We know that our value for A is negative 7 and our value for B is simply 5. So we can substitute that back into one of the equation to make sure that our answer is correct. So 7A plus 3B equals negative 34. So that would be 7 times negative 7. We want to make sure what is on the left hand side equals what is on the right hand side, plus 3 times 5. Okay, so that's negative 34. So 7 times negative 7, that's negative 49, plus 3 times 5, 15 equals negative 34. So negative 49 plus 15 is actually negative 34 equals negative 34. You can see that the first check is correct. Now I'm going to give you guys a quick exercise. You can pause the video and just do it. How about you try 5A minus 3B equals negative 50? If you input the value of A as negative 7 and you input the value of B as 5, you put it back in the equation, you're going to see that you got the answer correct, and you're going to see that the left hand side is going to match the right hand side to get the value of negative 50. So that's something you guys you can do on your own spare time. So basically our answer is correct. A equals to negative 7 and B equals to 5. So yeah, I just want to advise you guys that there are other problems on systems of equation as well as questions on inequalities, polynomials, radicals, exponents, quadratic expressions, things like that. So I would advise you guys to check around on this channel because I post SAT videos daily, and I'm going to consistently do that so that students all over the globe can have access to good SAT math material so that you guys can properly prepare under the SAT math prep playlist. So you guys should make sure to check that out, and I wish you guys all the very best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.